Welcome back. The N3 towards Johannesburg is congested near the Mooi River toll plaza. We're hearing reports of protesters causing chaos elsewhere. Senior reporter Dasen Thathiah is in the Mandini in the northern KZN, and he joins me now for this conversation. Dasen, I believe that there was an accident that was witnessed earlier. I believe that it was a vehicle that had unfortunately fallen prey to the debris that was on the road. What's going on there?
That's right, Faith. It was only a matter of time before this happened. You know that there were protests that were taking place not only on this road, the N2, but also on other major routes. And now here, this is where there was debris on the roadway here, even off to my left as well. You'll see some of the remnants of that. And it's unfortunate that there was a motorist that was traveling in this direction, and his vehicle then struck this debris, causing him to lose control of that vehicle. But let's get a further update, as this accident just happened a short while ago. I have Paul Herbst here with me from IPSS. Paul, you were attending to the patients in this vehicle. Just give us an update on exactly how they're doing.
Dasen, it's clear that the vehicle was coming from the Richards Bay area towards Mandini. Just before the Mandini off-ramp at Bridge 10, there was debris on the road, quite a few logs and boulders. Unfortunately, the driver didn't see this obstruction, swerved to avoid it and rolled the vehicle multiple times. Unfortunately, the passenger of this vehicle was severely entrapped. Rural Metro had to use the jaws of life to free the patient. 5 occupants, including the driver, sustained injuries, 1 serious, 4 moderate and 1 minor. Rural Metro is still busy cleaning up the scene and trying to clean the road for us. POP and majority of the other services are still in attendance as well.
Let's just take a walk a bit closer, Paul. Maybe you can just show me where that vehicle came off the roadway. I did see it resting here off to the side. And this is the unfortunate thing, considering that we've been seeing these protests taking place on these major routes, particularly like this one, and this is the cost, I guess, that motorists are paying.
That's correct. That's unfortunately the last 2 days has been severely. These roads have been severely affected. This part of the road is very dark, and it's only at the end of the at late stages that you can see this debris. Here's the vehicle over here. You can see the mechanism of injury was quite severe. It went over the side of the barrier over here. But yeah, as I said, jaws of life was used to free the victim.
Unfortunately, in this case, as you said, they did sustain injuries that they will be treated for just now. But as paramedics, have you been responding to any other incidents, not just here, but around the northern side of KZN, in relation to these protests?
Yes, definitely. We cover a large area of the north coast. So we covered from the Baluta side. Mandini Sunubili side was severely affected yesterday. You know, the guys do the protest, they leave the debris on the road. Our emergency vehicles are responding to incidences and then come across debris. Our vehicles get damaged. And these guys are lucky that the protesters have left. You know, no one would know what would happen during the accident if the protesters were still here.
Thank you very much, Paul Herbst. And Faith, I just want to add this. We were traveling through here from Mhlanga earlier, heading towards Richards Bay. And, you know, just yesterday we were talking about how there was a lack of police presence, even when that protest was taking place. But what we did witness firsthand today, fortunately, was that there was already this increased visibility. We saw armored vehicles that were traveling along the N2. Some of them were stationed on bridges, and it seems like they are keeping an eye over this part of the road, because this is a very important route, as you know. It leads to Richards Bay and also leads to the border as well. So normally quite busy, but certainly in this instance it's also been quite dangerous with these protests that have been taking place.
Well, Dasen, just before we let you go, are you hearing of any more protest action at this hour?
Well, not on this side of town. As you know, Faith, it does pop up quite quickly, and it seems to be happening very sporadically. The good news is that on this route that we are on, there isn't anything that's been reported just yet.
We'll leave it there. Our senior reporter, Dasen Thathiah, there in Mandini, giving us the latest details on that. Well,